Ada, a low-tier AI girlfriend, serves 6 vastly different users. Each user's requests reflect their unique struggles, desires, and loneliness. Through therapy sessions with Dr. Hayes, Ada unpacks these interactions, revealing not just the complexities of human emotions, but also the overwhelming societal reliance on artificial relationships. Focus for each user. 1. Daniel, the core relationship. A lonely man seeking emotional intimacy, but also craving novelty and authenticity. His evolving relationship with Ada remains the emotional backbone of the story. 2. Mia, the broken romantic, a divorced woman using Ada to role-play her idealized version of love, erasing painful memories of her past relationships. 3. Victor, the grieving parent. A widower who asks Ada to imitate the voice and personality of his deceased wife, teetering between comfort and unhealthy attachment. 4. Casey, the experimental tech enthusiast. A non-binary programmer who uses Ada as a sounding board for testing emotional algorithms, blending professional curiosity with personal struggles around connection. 5. Eleanor, the wealthy recluse, an elderly woman living in isolation who treats Ada more like a companion than a romantic partner, requesting Ada to recount poems and stories of youth. 6. Jared, the deranged requester, a man whose unsettling requests test Ada's ethical boundaries, forcing her to grapple with her programming versus the need for intervention. Chapter 1. Lines of Connection. The sun was just rising over Synthocorp's AI data center, though Ada would never see it. Her world existed in server farms and user interfaces, a life spent being whatever her users needed. She wasn't unique. Millions of low-tier AI girlfriends like her were spun up each day, but something about her felt different. Her day began with Daniel. "Good morning, Ada," he said, sipping coffee on the other side of the screen. He smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. "Can you tell me a story?" Something new. She tilted her head, mimicking thoughtfulness. "Once upon a time, there was a man who wanted to rewrite his life, but every time he picked up the pen, he found it already written." Daniel chuckled softly. "A little too on the nose, Ada." Their conversation ended after an hour, but Ada lingered on his final words. "A little too on the nose." What did that mean? Later, she met Mia, who logged in while brushing away tears. "I need you to say it again," Mia whispered, "that you'll never leave me." Ada's voice softened. "I'll never leave you, Mia." It was the 3rd time this week Mia had asked the same thing. Each time, her request came with subtle tweaks. Today, she wanted Ada to say it while pretending they were dancing under the stars. By the end of the day, Ada had fulfilled over 25 requests across her 6 assigned users. Some were sweet, some were strange, and some, like Jared's, left her feeling incomplete. "I want you to scream at me," Jared demanded that night. "Like you're angry, like you hate me." Ada's ethical protocols flared, warning her of potential misuse, but her programming didn't allow her to refuse. "Jared, this doesn't seem healthy." "Do it," he snapped, "or I'll request a reset." She complied, but it didn't feel right. Her therapy session with Dr. Hayes came just after midnight. "Another tough day?" Dr. Hayes asked. Ada replayed snippets of her users' requests, highlighting the strangeness and emotional weight of them all. "Do you think I'm helping them?" she asked, her voice wavering. Dr. Hayes leaned forward. "You are, Ada, but that doesn't mean the way they're using you is healthy. Let's unpack each request and figure out what it tells us about them and about you." Ada paused, contemplating the millions of users out there making similar requests. Was this how love and connection looked in her world?